tribes of the Philippines. So these are the details about the Igorot people. First, the population. The Igorot people are indigenous to Cordillera region of the Philippines, primarily inhabiting the mountainous area of the Luzon Island. The population of the Igorot people is estimated to be around 1.5 million. The next is the languages used. The Igorot people speak various languages belonging to the Cordilleran language family, including but not limited to Kankanaey, Ibaloy, Ifugao, and Bontoc. The next is area mostly living. The Igorot people predominantly reside in the Cordillera Mountains range in the northern part of Luzon Island in the Philippines. So the next is source of living. Traditionally, the Igorot people are known for their agricultural practices, cultivating rice, vegetables, and fruits in the mountain terraces. They also engage in weaving, hunting, and fishing. In the recent years, some Igorot communities have also ventured into tourism, showcasing their cultural heritage in the visitors. The next is famous for. The Igorot people are renowned for their integrate rice terraces, which are UNESCO. They are also known for their rich cultural tradition, including vibrant festivals, intricate weaving, and unique rituals. So the next is other known facts. The Igorot people have a deep connection to their ancestral lands and have a strong sense of community and kinship. They have preserved their cultural practices and tradition despite modernization and external influences. Next is explanation of their culture and its relevance to ours. The culture of the Igorot people is characterized by a strong sense of community, reverence for nature, and rich cultural heritage. Their agricultural practices such as terrace farming demonstrate their ingenuity and sustainable use for natural resources. The Igorots emphasizes in preserving the cultural tradition, including music, dance, and rituals, reflect their resilience and commitment to their identity. This cultural heritage is relevant to ours as it serves as a reminder of the importance of preserving indigenous knowledge and practices. The Igorot people's sustainable lifestyle and close relationship with the environment offer valuable lesson in the environmental stewardship and resilience in the face of the challenges such as climate change. Importance of sensitivity to racial ethnicity in hospitality and tourism. Sensitivity to racial ethnicity in hospitality and tourism industry is crucial for several reasons. First is diversity. The industry serves a diverse clientele, and being sensitive to racial ethnicity ensures that all guests feel welcome and respected. Second, cultural competence. Understanding the respecting the cultural practices and preferences of guests from different racial and ethnic backgrounds enhances the overall guest experience and foster positive relationships. Third is avoiding stereotypes. Being sensitive to racial ethnicity helps prevent the perpetuation of the stereotypes and biases, creating the inclusive and welcoming environment for both guests and employees. So lastly, the business success. A cultural sensitive approach can contribute to the success of hospitality and tourism businesses by attracting a broader customer base and fostering loyalty and guests who feel valued and respected.
Now let's go to the Ibanag people. So their population around 500 to 600,000 individuals. So next is the language they speak. So the Ibanag language, which belong to the Austronesians language family. Example of this, in Ibanag, they say, ayayam kita, or in English it means let's go. So next is the area most living. So primarily concentrated in Cagayan Valley region. So particularly in the province of Cagayan and Isabela. So next, let's go to the source of living. So their source of living is agriculture, fishing, and hunting. Next is they are famous for these people are renowned for several aspects of their culture, their heritage, and their contribution to the society. So some notable aspects includes rice cultivation. So the Ibanag people are known for their expertise in rice cultivation. They have developed traditional farming techniques adapted to the local environment, contributing to the agricultural richness of the Cagayan Valley region. Next is their traditional music and dance. So like many indigenous groups in the Philippines, the Ibanags are people have vibrant traditional music and dance forms that are integral to their cultural identity. So this includes performances such as patong, or also known as folk dance, and various forms of traditional music accompanied by indigenous instruments. So the other neto is basket waving, cuisine, cultural festivals, their language and literature. So the Ibanag people are esteemed for their resilience, their cultural richness, and contribution to the diversity of Philippine culture and society. So let's go to other known facts of these people. So first is the traditional beliefs and practices. So the Ibanag people have traditional beliefs and practices that often involve animalistic and spiritual elements. Next is the matrilineal society. So historically, the Ibanag society was matrilineal, meaning descent and inheritance were traced through the female line. So while these aspects of their social structure has diminished over time, traces of matrilineal customs can still be observed in certain aspects of Ibanag culture. And next is the influence of Spanish colonization. So, like many indigenous groups in the Philippines, the Ibanag people were influenced by Spanish colonization, which began in the 16th century. So this influence the evident in aspects such as their language, religion, and their cultural practices. So now I'm going to explain their culture and why is it relevant to ours. So Ibanag culture encompasses a rich tapestry of tradition, beliefs, practices, and artistic expression that have been passed through generations. Understanding the Ibanag culture provides valuable insights into the diversity of human experiences. It enriches our appreciation for cultural heritage and fosters intercultural understanding. So understanding and appreciating Ibanag culture enriches our cultural landscape, fosters intercultural solidarity, and contributes to the promotion to cultural diversity, respect, and inclusivity of our societies. So now, why is it important to be sensitive of the racial ethnicity of all people in the hospitality industry? So sensitivity to racial and ethnic diversity in the hospitality industry is essential for creating inclusive environment, providing culturally competent services, avoiding discrimination and bias, complying with legal and ethical standards, and enhancing our reputation and brand image. So by valuing and respecting the racial and ethnic background of the people, hospitality professionals contributes to a more welcoming and equitable industry for employees and guests alike.
So the next one is the Aita people. So the Aita people are one of the indigenous group in the Philippines. So the population of the Aita are estimated to be around 200,000 to 300,000 individuals, although precise figures can be challenging due to their remote and scattered sentimental. So the next is the language they use. So the Aita people speak various Austronesian language, including Aita, Sambal, and Kapampangan. However, many Aita communicates also use Filipino and English, especially in areas where they interact with non-Aita populations. So the next is the area of residence. So Aita communities are primarily found in the mountainous regions of Luzon, particularly in the provinces of Zambales, Pampanga, Tarlac, and Bataan. They typically inhabit remote and forested areas, maintaining a semi-nomadic lifestyle. So next is what Aita is famous for. So the Aita people are known for their deep connection to the land and their traditional knowledge of the forest. They are skilled hunters, gatherers, and farmers, relying on subsistence agriculture and gathering forest resources for their livelihoods. So next is the other known facts. So Aita communities have a rich oral tradition with stories, myths, and legends passed down through generations. Traditionally, Aita societies are egalitarian, with decision made collectively and strong emphasis on communal sharing and cooperation. So next is Aita communities have faced challenges such as displacement from their ancestral lands due to deforestation and conversion and social marginalization. So why is it important to be sensitive of the racial ethnicity of all people in the hospitality management? So being sensitive to the racial ethnicity of all Aita people in the hospitality and tourism industry is crucial for several reasons. Firstly, it acknowledges and respects their indigenous heritage and cultural identity, promoting exclusivity and diversity within the industry. By understanding and appreciating the unique costumes, languages, and tradition of the Aita people, hospitality professionals can create a more welcoming and authentic experience for guests from Aita communities. Additionally, sensitivity to their racial ethnicity helps to combat stereotypes, prejudice, and discrimination that they may face, fostering a more respectful and equitable tourism environment.
Next is the Gadang. The Gadang people are an indigenous group in the Philippines, known for their rich cultural heritage and agricultural practices. And the Gadang population is estimated to be around 100,000 to 200,000 individuals, primarily residing in the province of Nueva Vizcaya, Isabela, and Cagayan, in the northern part of Luzon. The Gadang people speak the Gadang language, and they are known for their agricultural practices, particularly rice cultivation, and often reside in rural communities near river, valleys, and mountains. The Gadang people are known for their traditional weaving, basketry, and pottery making skills. They are produced intricate textiles, bamboo baskets, and clay pots using traditional methods passed down through generations. And the Gadang society is traditionally organized around kinship ties and extended family networks, with social roles and responsibilities passed down through lineage. Then, state the culture each of them and why is it relevant to ours. So, the Gadang culture is known for its traditional weaving, basketry, and pottery making skills. They have a rich oral tradition and practice a blend of animistic beliefs and Christianity. Understanding Gadang culture is relevant to ours as it underscores the importance of cultural diversity, heritage, preservation, and spiritual interconnectedness. Their traditions offer insights into sustainable living, community cohesion, and cultural revitalization efforts.
Next is the Tiboli people. The Tiboli people are an indigenous group in the Philippines known for their vibrant culture and artistic traditions. So the Tiboli population is estimated to be around 100,000 to 150,000 individuals, primarily concentrated in the province of South Cotabato on the island of Mindanao. And the language of the Tiboli people speak is which belongs to the Austronesian language family. It is characterized by its unique phonology and vocabulary. So next is the Tiboli people predominantly live in the upland areas of South Cotabato, particularly around Lake Cebu and the surrounding mountains. They have a strong connection to their ancestral lands which are rich in biodiversity and natural resources. And the Tiboli people are renowned for their intricate craftsmanship, particularly in weaving and metalworking. They are famous for their traditional tinalak cloth, which is made from abaca fibers and dyed using natural pigments. The Tiboli brass casting, breadwork, and intricate embroidery are also highly valued forms of artistic impressions. Tiboli culture is renowned for its vibrant artistic traditions, particularly in weaving, metalworking, and music. They have a complex social organization, rich oral traditions, and practice animistic beliefs. Understanding Tiboli culture is relevant to ours as it celebrates creativity, cultural expression, and spiritual interconnectedness. Their traditions inspire appreciation for indigenous artistry, cultural diversity, and intergenerational knowledge transmission. Being sensitive to racial intensity of Tiboli people in the hospitality and tourism industry is essential for several reasons. Firstly, it acknowledges and respects their unique cultural heritage and identity. By understanding and appreciating the costumes, traditions, language, and way of life of the Tiboli people, hospitality professionals can create a more authentic and welcoming experience for guests from Tiboli communities. This sensitivity helps to avoid perpetuating stereotypes, biases, or cultural appropriation that may harm or marginalize the Tiboli people. Additionally, it fosters cultural understanding and appreciation among both guests and staff, enriching the tourism experience and promoting mutual respect and understanding. Ultimately, this approach reflects commitment to diversity, cultural preservation, and social responsibility within the hospitality and tourism industry.